I'm John Martin. It's Stolen Skate Shop at 534 South Elm Street, Greensboro, North Carolina. So I moved to Greensboro from Raleigh because I was going to school with Ford Motor Company to work on cars. And I got a job at the Winston-Salem dealership. And I was gonna live in Greensboro because it was like 35 minutes closer to home, and then just drive back and forth to Winston from here. And then when I left Ford, I wanted to get back into the industry and was like, well, now might be the time to just open a shop. So there wasn't a core shop or a shop owned by a skateboarder at all in Greensboro when I moved here. And that was one of those things that when I left Ford, I was like, well, it needs it because no one's gonna better understand skateboarders than a skateboarder.
It's been a city that is in the North Carolina skateboard scene, and to be without a skate shop is a bit weird.
Absolutely. Even the Winston scene, being so close, all those dudes are coming over, so I get to see like Sturgill and all them, which is sick because I grew up watching all their footage. Craziest thing is like so many people from up here used to ride for like Vertical and Endless, so I got to kind of like watch all their footage, and they'd come down to Raleigh, so I got to kind of know them as well before I moved up here. Started skating in probably middle school because somebody gave me a hand-me-down board. There's an old BAM Element graphic with some tensors on it. And then I started going to Project 58. Todd kind of looked out for me and gave me a job at Vertical. Yeah, so I was skating in Raleigh, mainly Project 58. It was close to my dad's job, so he dropped me off there. I got to just skate all the time. They switched the course once a year for Best Damn Shop, which I wish was still a thing. Like they took out one of the hips and put in that like crazy manual pad on top of a pyramid, but you could also skate the top part as a ledge. That was probably one of my favorite setups.
The first setup with the 5-stair at the very top was the first rail that I ever truly sacked on.
Dude, I sacked the 6 rail. First memory of Stoke City, we only had the ledge, the quarter pipe. The stage was like in the process, I think. And then it grew, and like we had the hubba and everything, and best hubba, because you could make it a gapped hubba, like pull out the bottom 2 stairs.
We spent a lot of time like calculating all the angles and you know, the size of that hubba.
Such a perfect hubba.
It was then kind of a natural thing for you to go on and eventually open up a shop, because I kind of saw it even back then where I was like, who's this young dude, like kind of like we didn't really know you that well at the time, but you immediately became like a good homie, and like I said, it was kind of natural to see you doing a project of your own.
Shop's been open 3 years as of this month, actually. And then, yeah, the scene here has, over the past 3 years, has grown exponentially. And it's sick to see all the groups of kids. Like, some kids are filming videos. Some kids are like just now starting to get out of the skate park. We've got the shop dudes who are usually like half of them are filming with me, half of them are filming with Jevons. So it goes back and forth. I film HD, he films VX, you know, 2 different things. So he films with a bunch of the local kids and everything and pushes them as hard as he can to really let like what they're good at in skateboarding really shine. We'll drive to spots, fix spots, do whatever we can to try and make it happen, and overall just try and promote their skateboarding.
I have mad respect for John and just like kind of what he's done for the
Absolutely.
North Carolina scene and stuff. I feel like John is somebody that has consistently put North Carolina on the map to different pros and like big brands like, you know, Zero, Toy Machine, you know, whatever.
Having the spot books and everything is definitely a huge thing. Just because a lot of people aren't going to take the trip if there's not spots willing to make it worth it for them.
Mm-hmm.
And so John's got that on lock. We have a lot of tweakers in downtown Greensboro.
You guys at some point did deal with like somebody breaking in and things like that, and you know.
So we had a mob of people break into the shop, which was sick. I was out of town, which was even better. So just like coming home and dealing with the aftermath, all the broken glass everywhere. We're still finding broken glass. And like dealing with that, trying to replace product, figuring out the next step to move forward if we were going to move forward. But at this point, I'm glad it's over with, that's for sure. But I don't really see us going anywhere now. So the shop has done good, I would say, throughout COVID, just because a lot more people are skating and people are getting into skating or getting back into skating. Yeah, I mean, the only downside to 2020 was like the gnarly protests, which ended up in us getting looted. And that was fun times. Current state of the shop, just trying to get ready for holiday. It's insane. Like I said, all the shipping delays, like there's people without boards, people without trucks. Some companies don't have wheels. Shoes are another thing. And so we're like trying to battle that. And then hopefully once we get through holiday, we'll be good. And then moving forward, we've got trying to plan a couple events. One that's actually gonna be with the city if they'll allow it. They shot us down the past 2 times we've applied for the event. We'll see how that goes. We've gotten denied for any permits for any contest. And so we've just held them, and that was that. Right now, mainly, we're just focused on the day-to-day stuff in the shop and then filming a video when the shop's closed. My schedule here is kind of the reason it came about was I'm at the shop all day. So after the shop closes is kind of when we go out and film. So the video is going to be broken up between the shop guys and the rest of the community. Pretty much whoever wants to go skate and try and get a clip if they have a spot in mind. I'm not really the person to be like, hey, like you should go do this at this spot. Like I want everybody to pick their own spots so that they're able to express their skateboarding in their own way. Hopefully that'll come out somewhere in the next few months. So yeah, the Instagram is @StolenSkateShop. We don't have a phone number, which is so sick. Yeah, just the Instagram. It's the easiest way to get up with us.
Website?
No website. That's what we try and do. I'd rather support the local scene than online.
All right,
So,
cool.
no website.
So how did you come up with the name Stolen?
My car got stolen. I had a 1970 Mustang Mach 1 and it got stolen.
What's up with the tilted E?
It's actually a rip off the old Vertical logo. I don't know. I asked Todd. He said it was alright.
This is